Welcome, welcome. It is time for another edition of the Black Belt Newscast. It's July 4th. Happy 4th of July. I'm
Happy Independence
Cindy,
Day. I'm
and
Todd. Happy
and
Independence Day.
we are ready to share all of the stories that we have this week, even though it's the 4th of July.
Yeah. Well,
I
you know
got my
what?
little
News
earbuds
doesn't
in
stop.
this time. Just bear with me. I do have my MacBook back.
Yeah.
Yay! We've been watching the newscast and recording on a little Chromebook. So um, I am in Texas this week. I know I'm gone a lot. I will be in Wisconsin next week
Wow.
for a journalism conference. So far, I've been in Philadelphia and Minneapolis. Texas is for fun, and then Wisconsin. Then I still have another trip to St. Louis. That's after this in September. And this is all learning ways that we can operate our news agency the best that we can, including becoming a
Good.
nonprofit.
Becoming more efficient and becoming more widespread. That's what we need to do. As we
And
grow, we need to learn how to do it better.
learning more funders that might be interested in helping us keep news alive here in the Black Belt, which is what
Yes.
we're doing for you guys. So, okay, I always like to start the newscast by saying that our stories come from blackbeltnewsnetwork.com.
Yes.
So you can go see more information if you want to go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. Our videos are on our YouTube channel. And also we post a lot of this stuff on social media. So follow us there. You can also get our newsletter that comes out at 3 o'clock every day. This has the headlines of everything we've published during the day. It's a busy day usually, and it's hard to keep up with it. The best way is to get those headlines and click on what you want at 3 o'clock every day. You can visit our new calendar to find out events, especially the 4th of July events, which
Yeah, that's a great
have.
calendar.
We also have, where are the fireworks? We have a story right now
That's
on
right.
our main page that will tell you where to go for fireworks, depending on whether you're I know Orville has fireworks, Selma has fireworks, Demopolis has fireworks, a lot going on, and we have those all listed where to go and what time. All right. And if you have news, send it to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. I like to say we are a community news agency.
Yes.
We do this together and we connect each other to the news that we need and want to know about. So you can send us your news at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and we can do this and get into all the little nooks and crannies of the
Right.
Black Belt.
The two of us can't be everywhere, but you can be in places we can't go and tell us what we need to be covering or write it for us. Send us some pictures and a video.
Right, because you could be a community correspondent. We actually have a really great group of
Yeah.
writers right now. One of them just won first place in the state for the best feature story. I know
Yeah.
that's a hard one to win, y'all. That's a really hard one to win. And I'm going to talk about it later in the segment and show you how her story was on display for all of the other media agencies to see and drool over. Haha, we won. I know, it's so bad. I'm so bad. Um, so proud of our team is what I am. Very proud of our team. So we are here in the Black Belt covering news for you. We have a lot going on in Selma, and we have 3 in a row on Demopolis. We love you guys. We know you lost your
Yeah.
print paper, but we're here for you. And so we're gonna come back to Selma and just come along on the ride with us.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to start with candidate forums. You know that it is election season. I'm going to show you a little video because I just love to stop and get videos of stuff. I'm so annoying. And my kids are with me when I do it a lot of times. Signs are everywhere. It's that
Yeah.
time. Selma, out of all the markets, although I know Uniontown and Marion have a lot of people running too, but Selma's one of those has 40 candidates running for the city offices, and they include the school board and city council.
Yeah.
So it's really great that I'm going to get over here. Oh no, it's right here. I really appreciate Valencia Benjamin got this for us, one of our awesome correspondents. And this is the school board. Yeah, this is the school board one. So they had 2 nights. The I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to pop over to the story. The Concerned Citizens Coalition of Concerned Families. I'm going to get this eventually. They held 2 forums this week, one Monday night, one Tuesday night. And this is like really on top of things to go ahead and get out there. What is everybody running for? Now that's Billy Young. And so this must be the city council one. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, so there were 2 nights of meetings, of forums, and they had a pretty good attendance. We're going to stick with this video because you'll see the attendance as well. And they talked about education. They talked about the continued violence. This was Monday night. The city council, they did different wards each night. And the mayor candidates and the council candidates. Really interesting, and it's really cool to have this already. There is another forum coming up. If you go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, search for that, and also on our calendar. Yeah, so you can see the crowds.
Yeah.
There's Johnny Moss. He's running for mayor. So good crowd. And there's Janie Thomas.
Janie, I love
always
Janie.
smiling.
She's so sweet.
She is always smiling. I love Janie. What a great crowd and group of people that want to serve for their city. So, and there was also several live recordings of these forums. If you go to Facebook and type that in, if you want to see the whole shebang, there was some, and we also have stories at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com.
And don't forget, July 14th is the Uniontown Forum, Municipal Election Forum, and I'm going to be the host. I'm going to be the MC. The moderator would be the proper term.
And that's going to be really interesting because they have a lot of people running for each one. And Uniontown has a lot going on.
Yeah, Monday, July 14th, that evening. So
awesome. And you can just go and see Todd.
Yeah, really.
All right, we're going to Demopolis for a little bit.
All right.
The old school, one of the things about the old school is that there were public hearings 6 months ago, so in the fall, where they wanted the city was part was in favor of converting some of those classrooms to apartments, condos, which was pretty needed because there's a lot of housing issues in Demopolis, but there were a lot of people that didn't want to see development at this old school. Right. That's the old school. It's historic, and it's used for canebrake players. So they do plays, theater group. So it got kept by the Marengo County Historical Society. And we found out on July 1st that 4 classrooms at the old school are going to be restored. And that's thanks to a grant from the Alabama Historical Commission. Kirk Brooker, he came to the city council and with the Friends of the Old School. So they got $72,000 to restore 4 classrooms on the east side, 2 classrooms on the main floor and 2 on the top floor. Oh, and they're going to redo the floors and repair the paint and the plaster. Just a lot of work that needs to be done. They've gotten some work, some money coming in. I know that I heard, the mayor had mentioned that they're going to repair the roof. The cost will be about $225,000.
Yeah, that's one of the first things they need to do.
Years old. So let me see. So, so that's the old school. A lot of work coming. So we're going to stay in Demopolis for a minute. They are going to be getting a new police chief.
Yeah.
You wonder what's happening to Rex Flowers, who's been there since 2019. He is actually, I'm going to give you a picture of him. Here he is giving an award. So he's been named the public safety director. And this was also decided at the council meeting July 1st, that he has 30 years of service, so he can actually be very helpful in finding a new police chief, and that is the plan, is for him to take his time, but be able to find another police chief as he's approaching and wanting to retire. So
He is
we'll
a really good guy. I knew him in the '90s when I was living there. When he was just a kid, he's just a really good person. So I'm glad to see good things happening for him.
Yeah, and a lot of change coming for him and for the department, and we will be on that and keep you posted when we find out who the next police chief will be.
Right.
All right, Demopolis, one more. The high school's getting a new football
Well,
coach.
you remember in June we found out that Lance Tucker was going to resign, and he did so. And now they have named as interim head football coach Coach Ricky Woods from Ackerman, Mississippi. He has a number of state championships over there and a number of awards. On social media, there have been a number of comments that said you're getting a great coach. So, of course, at this point, he has like 42 years coaching experience, 33 as a head coach. So he's been doing it for a while. At this point, he's considered an interim. We'll have to keep watching this to see if he becomes the full-time head coach. But at least right now, it looks like a very experienced and able coach is going to be taking over the reins at Demopolis. So the Tigers are going to be, I guess, they'll be growling for a new coach here before too long.
Oh, that would be good. Yes,
Yeah.
starting. It's a 5A team. They're a pretty strong team. My
They've been
daughter is a
strong.
varsity cheerleader for them, so now she's going to be able to
Yeah,
cheer for them with a new coach.
that'll be cool. That'll be excellent.
All right. So Selma City Schools had gotten some disturbing news that they may be losing $4 million
Oh, no.
in federal pandemic relief funding because they had run out of time to use it.
Uh-huh.
There is news that the Department of Education has reversed course on what they had said in March, which halted the disbursement of that money. And this is good news for the city schools, which means that they can get this funding, which is going toward and has been put into the plan for construction of the School of Discovery, which is a $20 million or so project that would have to, stall if they didn't have that fund. So this is good news for them. We do have a story at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and selmasun.com, which is still live for now. If you want to go get more details on that, but they have announced that this will be back.
Good deal. Good deal.
Let's go over to Memphis Footman bringing some awards to Selma. Tell us about that.
That is true. Memphis Footman, his name is Stanley Campbell, and the Memphis Footman is a character that he portrays that is a conglomeration of a number of different people from the 60s during the civil rights movement. And he goes literally around the country. He's home based in Memphis, which is why he's called the Memphis Footman. He's been in Selma a number of times. That particular picture and that one is from the 2024 Bridge Crossing Jubilee when he was here. And he has been wanting to bring this award ceremony called Stones in Selma. The Stone Awards in Memphis is a very prestigious award. And they've been doing it for 30 years. And various civil rights leaders, various community leaders, foot soldiers, and civil rights leaders are all honored during these awards. And he wanted to do it in Selma and other cities as well that were important in the civil rights movement. But he says he had his eyes on Selma for this award for quite a while. And finally, everything came together during the bridge crossing. He spoke with the mayor. He spoke with Councilman Johnson and a lot of other people and got it organized. It is going to be at the venue at 100 Broad Street. It's called the MK87 venue. It's right across the street from us, just about, And that's tomorrow.
Michael Johnson's.
Yeah. What'd I say?
No, you said it right. It's just Michael Johnson's property.
Yeah, Michael Johnson, yeah. July 5th at 9 a.m. They're going to start tomorrow at 6 p.m., then Saturday at 9 a.m., and then Saturday evening at 5 p.m. for ceremonies and awards. And it's going to be he's planning on making this an annual event here in Selma as well. So Gonna be a good thing.
Awesome. Yeah, that
Super
looks
nice
really
guy. Super cool.
fascinating. We
Yeah,
have
he's a
so
really
many
cool
cool
guy too.
things like that in Selma.
Yeah.
There's another cool thing that's happening at East Selma Pond, which we've said done a couple of stories about the reconstruction effort of redoing that pond that UAB's Live Health Smart Alabama has been part of. And now I know I've been waiting to see when it would be open for fishing because they've been talking about a fish fry.
Yeah. Well, this past Saturday, they had a big grand opening. The police department, Selma Police, were out, and they had bouncy houses, and people were fishing, and there was the food and music, and they had a big celebration to open the East Selma fishing pond, and you can see everybody there just having a good time fishing. There was a couple of pretty large fish pulled out of the pond too. I don't think I put the picture up. Oh, I missed
I
that
was
picture.
going to
Anyway,
say, I saw a picture that went with this that had a pretty darn big fish, and I was like,
yeah. So
that looks awesome.
right, it was a big one too. I thought I put it in there, but I guess I skipped it by accident. But it was a big celebration Saturday, and of course the pond is now open and you can't go fishing. Of course, I do want to remind everybody who wants to go fishing, you still have to follow the state, license. You got to get fishing licenses and whatnot before you go fishing in any pond in the state of Alabama. But it's open now, and so you can have some good times right
That's
there in East
cool because they stocked it in Marchish
Right,
and
exactly.
said that it may be a couple months before they will allow fishing because the fish have to get situated.
Yeah, they got to
Before
kind
you
of get
can,
accustomed to
yeah,
their
yeah,
environment
their
and
new,
grow a little bit too. So, well, the one
yeah,
that came out was at
that's
least
so great.
that big.
Edible too.
Oh yeah, edible too. Yeah,
I'd be eating those fish. I like to eat what I kill. All right.
I love some fish now. Seafood, period. Yummy, yummy.
We have some big news. Selma Sun, which of course is the print product for the Black Belt News Network, won a lot of awards at the Alabama Press Association convention. As I mentioned earlier, um, this is Angela Benjamin's story that won
Right.
first place. This was about George Sally and his funeral service. You see,
Yeah.
oh, it was so great, and it was just so well done. Angela and Valencia are both really great at putting you in the event, like making you feel like you're there. And see, that's what it looked like, Angela. I hope you are watching. I need to send it to her too. I made that as a reel, and I haven't put it out yet as a reel and a TikTok. But I just was so proud to be, just honored to be working with all these great people. Oh, you guys are so great. But we also, the biggest award that I consider our biggest award was the Public Service Award. We won this first place last year as well. And actually, we won it the year before too, now that I think about
Wow.
it.
Okay,
So
that's 3 in a row.
the
A hat trick.
one we won in 23 for our project in 22 was when we helped redo the Marion buildings when we were working with the
Oh
Marion
yeah,
Times
we went and
Standard.
helped. Yeah, that's
We
right.
won
Yeah,
public
a fun
service
day.
for that year. And
Yeah.
then last year we won it for our recipe videos of healthy
Oh yeah.
soul food. And this year we won it for our camping in the Black
All
Belt.
right. Yeah, and I still got the other one coming out too. So yeah.
We have two more coming, and they really
Yeah.
loved that we're going outside of the box by doing videos. And these are economic development videos. We want an ecotourism. And in our videos, we go fishing. And I ate my fish, remember?
Yes, you did.
Donnie helped me cook my fish. And we go fishing, we go birding and hiking. I also go hiking on the Purple Trail at Grist Park, which is in Dallas County. Our next ones are coming out are going to be a Fosque Park in Marengo County.
That'll be the next one.
And then Roland Cooper in Camden, which was one of the most fun because
awesome.
I had a cabin that time. It was a wooden cabin, a little log cabin. And it's only like $80 a night. It's so worth staying at. Oh, it's so amazing. Okay. We were really excited to get our awards. You go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and you can read all the different awards we won. We won a total of 15. And
I'm proud of us.
I didn't put in that many this year, but I know I should have put in more, but I just kind of felt really strongly about the ones that I did. And we won basically everything I put in.
Quality speaks for itself. It won.
Yay! We won in Beckett second and third place for best economic reporting. We get all kinds of awards that are a variety of the different coverage that we do. So we're really proud of it. All right, it's time for the Black Belt Roundup.
Roundup. Yeah. I like that little dance.
I know, it's a little shimmy. Okay, I like to share one of the things. Every other week, we've been doing these recipes with Live Health Smart Alabama, and there are fact sheets and recipes for healthy options. This is online at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, so you can get a closer look. But this week's is about managing your blood pressure. And it's also, it tells you how to understand your readings, which is really helpful because I never understand mine. Mine's always really low. And I never know what it means.
I don't know what it means, but I know that my doctor's happy because since I've lost weight, it's almost normal now.
See, and that gives you some tips on how to manage it. Managing weight and getting active and eating better, quit smoking and sleep better. I love it. I love that. I love
there you go.
All right. Here is summer veggies and chicken. Sounds so amazing.
Yeah.
And it's usually pretty easy. There was a ratatouille one earlier that wasn't easy.
Oh, really?
Well, it was Chris Hastings, who was an amazing famous chef. That one looked a little hard, but this one looks super easy. You should try it. Oh, I want to share the flag football, just a little video. So the NFL has sponsored through a nonprofit in Selma a flag football team for youth in Selma. You know, people have been talking a lot about, Sunday night we had a 15-year-old that was killed in a shooting. And we've had a lot of that in the last year or really 2 years. And they've been talking about youth sports and activities for the youth and stuff to do. Well, here you go. And Valencia Benjamin got this for me, and the story is in this week's paper, and it should be online soon. Look at how fun that looks. And we have some happy, they're smiling and everything, but that looks like so much fun. And here you've got some mentors working with these young guys, because I think it can be girls and boys. Yeah, and each team that they divide them into got named after an NFL team. So the Titans, and they just look like they're having a really great time.
That's awesome.
I wanted to share that. What do you have for this week looking forward?
Well, not a whole lot. I had my information about the, and I think I closed it out and I can't find it. The women's defense classes in Demopolis at Warhouse Gym. Tank Bryant is going to be teaching those. You can call the Warhouse Gym. They'll be on the 15th of July. So you want to go and get signed up and talk to Tank. Tank is my trainer, and I'm going to tell you something. If anybody knows how to take care of you, Tank and his wife Angie know how to do it. So
yes, I actually have had a little defense course from him through Leadership Marengo County when I was in that last year. And he taught us about how to get out of a wrist hold. Wow. I have very little wrists, so and how I can do it, even though I have very little wrists.
Well, and he has those kinds of tricks. So, I had the phone number in front of me, and I closed it out by accident. Warhouse Gym. It's easy to look up. You can find it in Demopolis, and you don't have to live in Demopolis to go over there. If you live in the Black Belt, you can go over there. I go over there to work out. So. If you live in the Black Belt.
I am showing you our calendar because a lot of these events are on our calendar. And if that one's not, send it to me and I can put it up.
Yeah, I'll find it and I'll send it to you. I had it right here.
I'm trying to fix the, I know it's in here. Here it is. Yay! The calendar, anyone can put in their, actually, Todd, you can go put it in at that green button where it says add event. You can go add your event in there. We love that. We see the farmers market, the splash pad that we've been adding a lot. And I actually have somebody help us because we have a lot of the food pantry and the food items, the food distribution days in here. Because if you're in need in the Black Belt, we can help you. We want you to be able to find what you need. And to see all the food distribution. This is all for a search for Selma. But when you can click in here and search Perry County. See, look,
Yeah.
Perry, Montgomery, Dallas, Wilcox, Marengo. I added Tuscaloosa, Meridian, Mobile because we go
Good.
there a lot
Yeah.
from our different areas of the Black
Sure.
Belt.
I
I
found my
love
thing.
this new calendar.
I found the information. It's actually the Demopolis Police Department Training Center at 334-289-3073, or call Sergeant Bryant at 327-7720. I will put this on the calendar, and anybody can go up there and look at it and get in touch
Got
with
it.
Tank and get. It's called the Equalizer Women's Self Defense Program. So
I love it.
yeah.
Well, at this stage in the show, I like to thank our sponsors. We
Thank you
could
so
not
much,
do
Mr.
this
Miller.
without our help from Randall Miller Funeral Services. Give a thoughtful final gift to your family. We talk about this every week, and it makes me think how awesome it is to pre-plan with an advisor that knows what they're doing. It helps your family. It can help you save money. It gets all of that work out of the way before you leave so that they are ready. And you can become a sponsor or invite someone to join us as a sponsor by emailing us at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Black Belt News Network. We also have the Selma Sun ones too. That site, the Facebook for Selma Sun is so big, we're never going to combine it with the Black Belt News Network. You guys love to engage with us too. Actually, that was one of our awards that we won was for our Facebook page because we had 1 million reach last year. 1 million reach last year was huge. All right. And I also like to say, and we haven't talked about it that much today, we are a nonprofit.
Yes.
And we can take donations, tax deductible. This is how we are going to be out here forever doing this kind of work for you guys. I know print newspapers are struggling and news agencies are leaving. Demopolis just lost one earlier this month, but we have a plan to stay. But we need your help sometimes to do that.
Yes,
so
please.
Make a donation. It could be $10 a month. This is just like NPR. Help us stay alive. We just got another grant last week. $5,000. Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. Yeah.
And we have a $20,000 grant we're working on. It's going to be a reader survey where we're going to be in your community soon. So, but we can't do this without donations from our individual readers. So we love you guys and would help if you guys love us back.
That's right.
All right.
Show the love. Share the love.
That's it for this week. Wow. I know it's a lot.
Stuff.
We will see you guys next week. I will be coming to you guys from Madison, Wisconsin. At a news conference, but this is going to be great. We'll be ready for you guys next week. And just send us all your news, and we'll see you next week.
Have a happy 4th of July. Be safe, and we'll see you next week.